some might say it's like M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on. And no run back.
Let's go. 90 Wolf.
Running it with the NFL's Offensive Rookie of the Year a season ago, Saquon Barkley, for you 30. Manning to Barkley on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. From the gun, it's Manning. And that will be incomplete.
And third down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Here's Thomas. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson, option right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And finally marked down at the 23. A big pickup of 38.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
They go to the former Saint, Mark Ingram. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a fooled right there, as that one is going to blow up in their faces. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough 3rd down. Jackson now.
Well, it certainly appears that in this game, someone has decided they're going to open up their playbook. First quarter, and we see that play. I like their style.
Jackson always a threat to run. He's got the first down. He was the NFL's leading rusher among QBs a year ago. On the draw, this is Ingram.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about your rush lanes. Try not to either get too wide or too narrow. Make sure someone is there waiting for him to take off.
They'll run the jet sweep with Brown, and that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Jackson. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Janoris Jenkins with good coverage that time as he was able to get in there and knock it away.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And Tucker missed it left. Normally reliable, this time no good.
That's a sure thing, but it turns out it's not the case.
Well, Charles, just taking a step back here for a second, looking at the New York Giants. They've now lost 8 straight following their previous defeat to the Green Bay Packers, 31-13. That 8-game losing streak, their worst since 2004. And to be honest, there just aren't a lot of positives to draw from right now.
No, there really aren't. And you look at the quarterback. They drafted him, Daniel Jones. So much controversy about taking him so high. In a lot of cases, in a lot of games, he's acquitted himself nicely. A few too many turnovers in terms of throwing interceptions, but that happens with rookie quarterbacks. They'll build on him. They need to build up a wide receiver core. A lot of injuries there, not getting the play that they need. And their running back, Saquon Barkley, their best player, an ankle injury, and maybe reverted a little bit to try and hit a home run on every carry like he did early his rookie year. They want to see a few more of those tough runs inside and get him back to being Saquon Barkley, one of the better runners in the league.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Manning going to hand it off to Barkley. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Returnable for Thomas. For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense is going to be set up with a 1st and 10 inside the 15. Now a play fake here on 1st down. On the move to his left. He's going to take off, and he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 14 yards out as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Defensively by now, you know his ability.
Yeah, because they knew coming into this in this contest that he can run the football.
I think they're going to examine different ways to rush him now. Are they going to do it with different lanes? Are they going to use a spy? But they have to come up with options because right now, he's hurting them.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
Come on, QB, come on.
Faking the give to Barkley. Now Manning. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
You can't block me. 48 now.
On 2nd and 10. Manning. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Manning. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
On second down now, it's Ingram. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there, but how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Not only another first down, that also puts him over 100 yards rushing.
That's not something you see very often in the NFL. We see it more in college.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. On second down, Ingram. And a good display of footwork will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. They'll look to run with Ingram.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen.
And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away as the Ravens push further out in front. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with the smaller guy. And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go in. The risk-reward is just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Now Manning got to hurry him to the line here. From the 38, Manning, catch made by Slayton. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On the draw, this is Barkley. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Throwing now is Manning. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Manning to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And he returns.